So we're gonna look through the December challenge. So we do, for anyone who's new to stream today, we do a challenge in our Discord where everyone picks a model kind of within a theme, and we try to knock out our backlog. So we've been doing it every month, and for the year now. We're back to a year. If you guys want to check out the previous challenges, those are up on YouTube. But for December, we kind of did Painter's Choice because of the holidays. Just if anyone was able to knock out some of the backlog here around holiday time, but it's very busy. But let's dive in and see what we've got for the challenge. I'm gonna get my notes, and we'll swap over here. Alright, so first up, we've got Sad Leviathan. Decided to pick a newer miniature. So this is the little rattling snipers. This is, I think it's Provisionally Prepared is the name of the little kit. But here is our before. So we've got it all built, ready to go. And then here is our after. So we got all of these details all painted up. We've done snow, which I really love too. So bringing in some of the atmosphere and the weathering to that. But here is kind of from the front here. I love also that we've gotten more of the like saturated green, helps them stand out really nicely too against some of the sandbags, the gray of the stone. So here's kind of a front view. We've also got kind of the back view here, so more of the snow. We've got some detailing on the cup here. I think we've got some extra details over here on the side, but building up the snow and everything looks really, really good. And then I think my favorite shot was, of course, the focus on both them and the food. So the miniature is really cute in that they've got their all of their food in with the grenades and the ammo and everything. So they are prepared for everything. Very beautifully done, yet very well done. I love all the weathering, the little attention to detail, because there's so many little details on the sculpt, and came out really nicely all together. And the color palette I really like together too, with the greens and the reds kind of bringing out all the fun details. So Sad Leviathan starting us off strong with one more for the challenge and for the year, so well done. Alright, next up we move from little rattlings to a big terrain project. This is Ruinstad. Ruinstad said these have been sitting in the backlog for too long. It's time to take care of them. So these are the kind of crates, is it Minotaurum crates? For 40k. Here they all stacked up, and then here they are, all weathered up. So a really good chance to do some weathering. We've got the kind of patina in here on the skulls. But look at all of this weathering in between all this, the really nice dry brushing for the highlighting. It's so many crates. It does look really nice, especially when they're all all stacked up where you can see them together. So I like Ruinstad also did some different colors, so bringing in the reds, the greens, kind of this tan color, kind of provides some variety. Here's from the sides, so you can see we've done some striping and stuff on the sides as well. But just bringing this in and tying them really nicely all together. So even with the different colors and everything, just tied in so it can match the board and everything together. Painted or left outside for the month. See, I think that's the best compliment you can give, right? So it looks like they've just been sitting out and now they're ready for a game. So there is what a couple photos of them all stacked up. Here is more of a close-up on one, so you can see all of the detail and all of the weathering that goes into each of them. So that is it's a big project. They look terrible. Well done. It's kind of like when people paint Nurgle, right? It's like, oh, that's gross. Well done. I think weathering is kind of the same thing. They look beat up, which is perfect. Well done, Ruinstad. So that is 12 of the little crates all finished up and ready for the game board. Well done. Yeah, they look great with all of the weathering. Well done. Missing a Gene Stealer hiding one? That could be fun too. I mean, maybe there is, and I just didn't see it, Avian. That's how sneaky they are. That's how sneaky. Alright, next up we've got Kublai Khan, who was working on a diorama, but our heroes need something for the diorama. So we've got a Tyranid and also a Beholder for D&D ready to slot into our diorama. So here is our before, and then here's our after. Here is, so they created a space within the diorama for the baddie to sit. Got I really love the painted backdrop too. So we've got got our heroes, we've got our backdrop and all of our terrain, and then we can drop in the baddie that they're fighting. So here is that Beholder. Just such a fun kit, and I think Kublai has done a really nice job, especially on the eyes. You've almost got like the goat eyes. I was expecting the Tyranid. I got you. So yeah, I think the idea is you could slot in a whole bunch of different baddies for the heroes to fight. I don't want to go back to that beholder because it's awesome. We got the spell effect here also with some OSL, all of the eyes, so really fun. It fits in really nicely with the rest of the diorama. And then the Dyrnid did make it into the diorama, so here is also all painted up, painted base to match. Got a really fun color scheme with the kind of black and white with the pops of red. But yeah, can swap in whatever is needed. It looks like the heroes can also slot in and out as well too, so really cool display for some heroes and RPGs, whatever we're using them for. So that is 2. But Kublai Khan had 2 different projects. So we had our kind of D&D diorama. We've also got some Votan. So starting here with a kind of a base and a zenithal to get started. So some pre-shading going on here, or pre-highlighting. Here is the before, and then here is the after. So we've got them all. I like the cool bases too, adding some texture there. Really love the color of the cloaks, and then how nicely that plays off of our blue. Some of the green and other colors brought in. Really cool color scheme. And then just nice and clean work throughout the whole squad. So all the nice clean work here on the weapons, all the metallics, keeping that all tidy throughout the cloaks and the armor here. Kind of some tricky spots, honestly, between some of these, and has done a really nice job keeping that all nice and clean. And then all the weathering as well. So we've got weathering on the weapons. On some of the metallic here, you can see the weathering work there. So that's 10 more. Being at dwarfs, they look great. Yeah, they do look really nice. I especially love the cloaks. Those look really nice. A good color choice for them. So well done there. And that is 10 more. So 12 total for the challenge. Well done. Getting those all finished up here for December. Alright, next up we've got Erebrai, who also ended up with a couple projects. So we're going to start with a few Marines. So Erebrai has been working on a Death Guard project. Actually, I think almost every challenge this past year has been Death Guard, so kind of building this army as we go. Leather work on those, yeah, they looked really good. So Erebrai's had some units, some vehicles, all kinds of different things for the Death Guard. So we are starting with 2. Also decided to throw in a dreadnought and a vehicle here, so we got an early before photo for both of those. So 4 total for the before. And here is our after. So you can see here the scheme for the Death Guard. Little out of focus. Looks like the focus got caught on the weapons here. But you can see all of the weathering work that Erebrai is putting into the Death Guard. We've also got like the custom bases. So we've got the wood that's kind of been throughout the army, and bringing in the mud and the dirt here. And then obviously all the way up the miniature, we have a lot of the dirt, the weathering, which is really fun, especially with like the Heresy Death Guard scheme. Getting that cream color that you can really weather and really go to town with to get the real dirty weathered effects. So really nice work here, Erebrai, getting those matched up. And then we can see that on the larger scale with the Dreadnought and the vehicle. So the same kind of thing. All of the, again, the custom basing here. Bringing all of that muck and all of that grossness up onto the Dreadnought and onto the vehicle here. Really like the color scheme, bringing in the little accent here on the door, but then still having that cream kind of throughout. There's some very stinky fellas, yeah, well done. always the goal to make them look stinky, right, for Death Guard, and I think Erebrai's army is definitely there. They all look great. So between our 2 Marines and then these 2 here, that is 4 from Erebrai. Well done. It's really fun watching this whole army come together through the challenges. I don't know if Erebrai has a family photo, but that might be fun. I feel they made the Death Guard armor messed up in lore. Forge-weld pre-weathered armor pieces, like some jeans, yeah. You just gotta distress the heck out of them. Painted, maybe left out with the armor crates, yeah. It's vintage Mortarion. Do you imagine like a 40K thrift shop? All right, next up, we've got Spilled Paint Pot, who decided to throw in some more towards the Chaos Space Marines. Look at those Death Guard. I can fix them. The ripped knee pads? Yes, absolutely. All right, and I think the goal was finishing up the Land Raider. We have a converted Chaos Lord, and then we did Chosen, and then kind of switched to maybe Terminators, but we did get a couple of these finished for the month. So here's our before, where we're starting. And our after, here is the Land Raider. So I'm going back to finish this up. I love the work on the treads. So again, back a lot of weathering this month, which is great. So all of the weathering here on the treads. So it looks like it is straight up rolled through some of that dirt that you, Brian Runestad, were working with. Love the work on the hazard stripes here, and in the back we've got the rider up top. Really nice clean work through there. Our chaos stars, our sponsons all look really, really good. We're bringing in the custom up front. Looks really, really nice. Got the accent on the panels here. So ready to roll out and join the rest of the army. Keep going back to the hazard striping. I think especially across here is a really cool place to put that. It looks really, really nice split paint pot. So this looks great all together and done. And then joining him is the converted Chaos Lord. So here is, I don't remember exactly what kits we pulled. I think it was mentioned in the Discord in case anyone wants to go look, but we've got a converted Chaos Lord to go with the Force. I really love bringing in the hazard stripes here for the kind of the waist piece, bringing it in on the helmet. I never know this crest. I'm gonna go with crest. Bringing it on here, so adding those like fun little touches, especially with a kit bash, finding the spots to still do the army scheme and all the fun little details, and then obviously base to match the rest of the army. Which I think the kind of alien, more colored plants are really fun too, especially with kind of our sandy dirt. Looks really nice with that and ties in nicely with the scheme. So we've got the red kind of coming onto the base along with some of the yellow. So for the month we got two. We got the Land Raider and the Chaos Lord. So well done, Space Paintbot, and getting both of those finished up. Big Talk, welcome in. How are ya? The Lady Dwarves won an Old World tournament. That's awesome. Welcome in. Thank you so much for that sub for 2 months of support. Congrats, congrats. That's awesome. How was the rest of the tournament? We are going through the December showcase right now, so if I'm not quite as talkative back to chat, that is why. But welcome on in. Hazard stripes are for heretics. No safety notifications for my loyalist Imperial Knights. I mean, you have to get in the showcase to fight the to fight the hazard stripes, yeah. But there is our 2 for spilled paint pot. Well done. All right, next up we've got T-Dubs. T-Dubs has been working on Votan and absolutely crushing it here lately. So adding in 10 more. I think these are the Jaegers. So adding in, we've got more cool cloaks. Let's see what T-Dubs has done with our cool cloaks. And here they are. We went with the kind of the traditional brown leather, which I also love. I love such a classic look, like that brown with the cream kind of ruffle. Looks so good. T-Dubs is rocking the snow across the army as well, which I think works really well with this color scheme because we've got the bright orange with the white, kind of more of our neutrals with the brown. Really lets that orange pop out too. And then we've got the really fun colors for the blades and everything too. So the green working really nicely with the orange. Just all these colors work so nicely together, and then the basing with the snow is really fun. T-Dubs also does that fun thing where like the vehicles and stuff also collect the snow, so it looks really nice all together. Them snowy dwarves, right? They look so good. So awesome job, T-Dubs. This is 10 more being added in with the Votan army, and this is another one. Just fun to see, like, as T-Dubs gets kits, just crushing them out. T-Dubs does more of the tournaments, so I think having that motivation to get something ready is just really fun. He gets a kit and just attacks it, and they look amazing. Awesome job, T-Dubs. Well done. T-Dubs adding 10 more to our account for the month. Yeah, well done, T-Dubs. Finishing kits quickly, gross. I mean, great work. T-Dubs attacks it. It's very inspiring. Very inspiring. Alright, next up we're gonna hop over to some malifaux for a bit. This is mouse paint, and has some older malifaux, so these are all metal. So these are the sprues for a couple different miniatures, but here is where we are starting. And out of, let's see, looks like we've got maybe a group of 5 and then a couple one-offs. So this is the initial plan, and then here is what we've got for the end of the month. I think she'd pick like all the super fun ones to kind of finish up. We've got one of the like crazy unicorns. We've got the bunny that is going to launch himself. And then we have this little egg. So some really fun miniatures. I do have a zoom in here. So enhance. Here's a better look at them. So here is this absolutely messed up unicorn. But Mousefade has done such a nice job pulling in the pretty colors on the tail. I like the blends here, all the pretty pinks and purples and the teal. And then we work up to, you know, the hand stuck on the horn. Oh, hey Mousefade, how are you? We're just looking at your lovely unicorn and the hand impaled on him. Yeah. So the really fun blood effects on the mouth. Love that. Love it. He's just a pretty boy, that's right. I do love bringing in these little pops of color and then the blood effects as well. Which is the perfect time for a raid. Welcome in, Happy Time at Healings. Welcome in, everybody. We are going through, our chat did a December challenge, so we are going through, I'm a little late on the recap, but we're seeing what everyone did for our December challenge. How was your stream? Welcome everybody coming in. What were we up to today? Tell me all about it. Sorry if I'm a little late to chat just because we're doing the showcase, but welcome on in. What are these from? These are malifaux. These are older kits, but I believe they're still metal. If you like the unicorn or the little egg launcher. Bumpy Crunchy, welcome in. How are you? Hobby Subdue, welcome in. How we doing today? Yeah, let us know what you were working on. Let's see, the bunny is the pigapult alt. The deviled egg is the pig. So yeah, working our way across here. I love the unicorn with the, I just love the contrast, right? We got the really pretty white fur hair for a unicorn. Got all the teals, the pinks, the purples, and then, you know, a hand. And the blood effects, and then the pigapult over here. So we've got our bunny. So this is one of their Easter models. Has his goggles, he's ready to roll. I love the texture that we've done on the band itself, and then the weathering on the wood. Looks really, really nice. All the texture on the fur. And then the little egg poking out there. Really, really cute. They're metal. The unicorn is War Pig. I think that's right. JJ, welcome in. How are you? Hobby Time says, love that. They're awesome and horrifying. I need them. I think malifaux does a nice job of getting the contrast. But these are the three that Mousefade finished up for the month. They're so much fun, Mousefade. I love these miniatures. Glad that you picked them to knock out here before the holidays. They look amazing. The three from Mousefade. Thanks for joining in. All right, let me get a quick drink. We talking a lot. Yeah, if you want to check out malifaux, you can definitely check it out there. Thank you, Slam. I've got some that I need to get back to as well. They're just super fun to work on. Alright, here we've got Numerian. Numerian has been getting back to some of the Deepkin. So we've got some, I believe these are 3D sculpts, 3D prints. But some really fun colors, even just right out the gate. So we've got some base coats down, we've got a different color. Is this our leader, Numerian? That was my assumption. Some really fun colors to start. So here's our before. We've got a unit of 5. And then here is where they end up. So we've got, I really love the like striping and accent colors that you pull in for these. So we've got kind of the, bringing in the texture to the fins here on the side, bringing some highlights, kind of making them a little unique. Each of them getting some different markings and things like that. I like then all tied together with the riders having kind of the same scheme. And even across like for the leader as well. Love the different colors and striping. Very, like when you look at actual like sea critters, right? Bringing in those kind of very natural patterns, natural blends here, especially across the leader. Definitely some undersea vibes. The blue-green with yellow, yeah, very, very cool. But I also really love the red, especially with like pulling in this green is really fun too. Some really fun color combinations. So here's the full squad. I think I've got a couple different views. Let's look at some of the red ones a little closer. So you can see more of the details here. The blending on the skin for the rider is very nice. Bringing in all those highlights for the hair. Kind of bringing in, also kind of a cross color scheme. Bringing in the riders and the mounts, kind of tying them together with similar colors. And then we do have one of the leader as well. So you can see more of the, kind of that cool blend down the seahorse. I'm not sure to call these eels. I struggle coming up with a better one. I like it. I like both schemes though. They're both very cool. Just bringing in the fun bright colors, and then yeah, making each of them a little unique in that they have different markings and different highlights as well as you go, but then still tying them together with similar colors. So they still work really nicely with as a unit. Eels, there we go. But they're very cool. I like them in Numerian. I like the bright colors. So very nice. And the bases are also really fun. I just noticed some of the barnacles and different things on the bases. So Numerian adding 5 to the challenge. Well done. They look great. I like the bright colors. The under the sea colors. I still didn't find all the weapons. That's okay. They'll show up. They'll show up. Alright, we're gonna head back to land. We've got Scorch Panda with Nistreus. So this is a giant hunk of resin from Forge World for the Ultramarines. So Panda had started and decided it was time to finish it. So here it is all together. We've done some layering, some dry brushing, but still have all of the treads, weapons, everything to go. So here's our starting point. Hey you, Panda! How are you? Alright, and then here is where Panda landed. Look at this. So bringing in all the treads, which I don't think I realized were like separate the way that you showed in your work in progress. I've not actually worked on one of these. Is the Panda, that's right. The biggest boy. This is an absolute unit of a tank. So bringing in the treads, bringing in all this nice tidy work for the weapons. We've got the lenses and everything look really, really nice throughout here. Panda had been talking about some accent panels. I really like bringing in the decals on the front here. Look really nice and clean through here. So really nice work blending those into the tank itself. So really nice job there. Getting the base all to match the rest of the army. I think I've got a couple other shots here. Let's hop over to kind of a side view. Get to see more of the weapon, more of the nice decal work here from Panda. It's a very nice job on the that kind of top turret section there. And then we've got from the other side. Let's check that out. Some more, yeah, just real tidy work. And then the weathering across all of the metallics looks really, really nice. All of the work along. I keep going back to the treads because the treads always annoy me when I paint them. But really nice work throughout all of them, Panda, and they look great and just very tidy throughout here. It's a very, very good job, Panda. He looks amazing. Glad, I feel like finishing up a model of this size is always a good little boost too. I hope you enjoyed working on it, but it looks amazing. Ready for the table. So Panda adding a very big 1 to our count for the month. Alright, next up we've got Bill. Bill decided to hop in with some Kingdom Death. So going with the, this is from the Death High line. And all ready to roll. I know this one had a little bit of a story. Before I go to the finish, this little cigar that's poking out apparently got removed. It either got hit off or he bumped it while he was working on something, but this came off, so Bill had to find a way to replace it. And here's where Bill landed. I think it looks great. I think Bill did a really nice job of getting this corrected. So he still gets his cigar, still gets the signature look here. Got really nice work on all the skin tones, on the hair, bringing in these reds are very pretty. The work on the jeans, so bringing in the texture here, especially around the, we were talking about the ripped jeans, there they are. Bringing in the texture there in the different colors. Skin tone work here on the poor guy here on the base as well. We've got the texture and weathering here on the wraps on the hand. So some really nice work here from Bill, and glad we were able to get the cigar, or I guess cigarette, figured out for the miniatures too, because it's such a big piece of it, and I'm glad he was able to get something figured out. Yeah, it still only counts as 1. I always feel bad when those big miniatures get finished. They're Death Guard greenish too. Yep, branding. So well done, Bill. I know this one was a down to the wire because they had to fix the cigar, but I think it turned out great. So well done. Good job, Bill. And Bill adding 1 more to our count. And then last but not least, we had a close to Christmas project from Noob. Well job. So Noob, I believe these, and you can correct me in the chat, Noob, I think these were for a Christmas one-shot. So we've got a fun collection of Christmassy minis for some D&D. You did it, Greedy, good. Glad to hear it. So at this point, we've got some pre-shading going on. And then here is our after. I love these so much. I especially love the like gingerbread cowgirl over here. But look at all of these fun Christmas minis. I love the colors we've gone with, the bright greens and reds. I feel like it's almost fun because like with, I would say a general Warhammer or general mini project, you don't want to look too Christmassy with your color choices. Here you just get to go nuts. You get to look as Christmassy as you want, which is fun. You can bring in the super saturated red next to the super saturated green, and it works nicely. Love the bases. Love the icy, snowy bases, bringing in that really bright blue to help with the snow and ice effect. Nice work on the sword. All of the texture with the fur and everything on the trim looks really, really nice. All of this work on the all the highlighting here for the metals for her, very pretty. And then I love the sculpt, and I love the color choices for her. The candy stripe here on the pistol's really fun, but just a really fun miniature. I'm gonna see if they're just one-offs for the fun of it. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you had them ready for something Christmassy, but I mean you could now. Could next Christmas. Very nice Nemama. That's right, all of the Nemama through here. All of the nice highlighting. So very, very nicely done. Noob, they look amazing. That blue one, they're also pretty. Thor, son of claws. Noob's emerging right from his refuge to bless us with high quality minis. That's right. That's right. So Noob is adding 4. That is our last entry for this month. All right, chat. You guys want to hear how we did? This is the last little wrap up for 2024. So for December, that is 55 miniatures painted. And for the whole year through the challenge, you guys did 1,178 miniatures, which is wild. That's just through the challenge. So anything else shared through the whip gallery and stuff, obviously. But yeah, that's a lot of miniatures, chat. I do want to kind of ask, how do we feel? Do we want to keep doing? I know we have January. Do we feel like that's, I feel like hearing it is pretty wild. That it was over 1,000 miniatures. How do we feel at the end of a year of challenges? I think it's pretty impressive. I think that's incredibly motivating to see, like, you just kind of focus on the thing for the month. Like, you can get a lot done. Chat's already setting goals for this year. I love it. Chat's saying 2K for next year. Only 220. Sly's got own goal. Yep. But yeah, thank you everyone. I'm gonna wrap up here for YouTube. Thank you everyone for coming to check out the showcase. We'll be doing more over in our Discord. If you want to come join us, catch us over on Twitch, and you can come join for the challenges. Thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate it.